to the Tiny Monarch kitchen. It is very tiny.
We're about to get our grind on.
That was funny. So we processed our pig. We have 38 pounds of grindings, of bits and pieces, parts as parts. So we have a KitchenAid grinder. It works well for us. I'm sure if we were to have processed multiple pigs, we might run out of. In the meantime, there you go. Who dat?
Use what you got. Use it up. Wear it out.
Or do
without.
So all the parts to the grinder were in the freezer. And I guess I've got a tin here full of, and a tin here empty, and a sink full. And the casings for the bratwurst that we're going to make before we're done are soaking. We have some bratwurst seasoning in here that I got from a German friend of mine who got it from a German butcher that she's friends with and actually still lives in Germany. So we're using that recipe for. Anyway, you get to see my back, and I'm not sure how loud this is going to be.
Well, I'm going to take the camera. Hello. So I am at my little shrink bag station here. This is my second food saver, so I'm not going to say yay or nay on that, other than saying it's my second food saver. I'm going to make 1 pound packs, just like Lorraine did on So the Land. And the sausage that we are not going to put in casings will go in 1 pound packs, because it is just the 2 of us. So let's take you over here so you can see the action.
So I tried to cut the pieces into bite-sized pieces. We will, I'm sure, have to break some of it down a little bit as we go.
That's a large grind, right?
Yes, that's a large grind. And of course you find things like this. It's a piece of hard cartilage that I'm not going to grind.
Everybody, so you can see where we're at. He's almost done with the grind, and we had a lot of fat that we just put aside. We got abundance plus going in the background, so it's kind of a little noisy. But we just wanted to show you what we had so far, and when we're ready to go ahead and do the sausage casing, we'll hook that up and we'll give you a shout out. So, right back to you.
So I've seasoned 5 pounds of the original grind with bratwurst seasoning. I have a little bit left to regrind at a smaller grind, and then we'll clean up the grinder parts and put the sausage tubes on so that we can fill some casings and make some bratwurst. See how good I can get at that, because I've only made sausage once.
Talk about what's going to happen over here.
All of this is about to go into a crock pot and get rendered down to more lard that we'll use for everyday cooking, as opposed to the leaf lard that we save for pies and things that we don't want savory flavor in. And I really hope you heard this over the top of the grinder.
And here's the bag full of grind, which we actually ended up doing some 2 pound packages because it just didn't look like it was very much in the bag. We're expecting very fatty sausage, so American guinea hogs are lard pigs. Expect nothing different than that when you're raising them. They will be fattier. However, this one was obese.
Yeah.
Management wise, what will we change? I would have to say rationing the feed better. Maybe making the paddocks smaller to encourage them to get up and move around more and get busy looking. I don't know. That's gonna have to come with time, but we're gonna be looking into a different breed of pig the next time for sure.
Probably an old spot would be nice. Maybe a Duroc. We have some friends that raise, as they put it, a good old-fashioned homestead pig, which is probably a cross between an old spotted Duroc and a Berkshire and so not sure, but something that's not a year grow out.
Actually, we grew him out more than a year.
We had him for
September.
October, November. We had them for 14 months, and they were 3 months old when we got them. So I don't see that as sustainable for us on our homestead, unless we were to get into breeding the American guinea hog. And I'm not honestly sure we could breed enough of those to make it cost effective to try and raise them for breeding purposes. So Sandy is going to try something. We are going to stuff a chicken. That sounded bad. With some of this lard, and
it's got pork fat. It's like pork fat.
Yeah, it's got lots of. It's pork fat, and there's actually some pork in it.
It wouldn't fit in the crock pot.
Yeah, the crock pot's full.
He's not wanting that. What's the worst that can happen?
I don't know. And she's going to put it in the Dutch oven. Then we're going to throw it in the oven for an hour or so. Oops, you lost that one, honey. It didn't make it. Just throw it in the bottom of the pot.
We spend all this time trying to yank all this stuff out when we process them, and then jamming more stuff in them. Well, I don't think I need a stick of butter for that one. What do you think?
I think that's going to be really good. So that's one of our chickens. We don't eat chickens that somebody else grew, unless, of course, somebody brings us dinner. Or we go out to dinner. Either way, that's one of ours. So I'm over here.
Actually, when we go out to eat, we usually get beef.
This is true.
We don't got no beef here.
I have my bratwurst mix. I'm working on putting my end on there with my tube. Sorry for swinging you all over the place. My tube is back over there. My casings are still soaking. And Sandy's cleaning up the mess that I made already.
Coffee's almost ready. Coffee's ready!
Yay! So I've got my casings rinsed out and soaked in water warm water for an hour per package instructions. And I had a hard time finding the end, so I have at least 3 pieces that I've fed onto the sausage tube. No idea how much I'm really gonna need, but this one piece here seems to be a little longer than the other one, so we'll see how far we get with these 3 pieces that I've fed up onto here. And hopefully that will be enough. If not, I have some more that I can feed on. Alright, so I have my casings on. I'm going to see if we can get some sausage down into the head. You see that air billowing out? And I have some down into there. It will. I'll have to stop.
Would a plate be better?
Well, I'm going to have a plate there in a second. I just want to get started.
You have a plate over there?
No, I don't. I don't have anything at this point. Right now I'm just trying to get the air out of. But I can't feed and pull sausage off of here.
All right then.
You get to feed.
What does that mean? Push?
Take this thing and push and stuff, push and stuff.
Am I doing a bad job?
Nope.
feel like using my hands, but that's probably a bad idea.
You can. The turner is way down here, so you never get your fingers that far down.
I don't want to, like, you know, be showing a bad example of the process and get myself in trouble. All right, so I've been put in charge of disclosing the outcome of the sausage brats. We have 3 packages of roughly 1.5 pounds of brats that we did, and we had what he lovingly referred to as a blowout. So with the blowout, we went ahead and put what was in the grinder into the skillet, which he is cooking now on the stove. The chicken that we stuffed with the pork fat is now in the oven at 400 degrees. It is 5 minutes to 4, and I will be shortly plugging in the crock pot with the fat in it and rendering that. But first, to tackle this mess. And what happens in the middle of all of that? Our hot water heater runs out of propane. So that's where Carrie is right now. So we hope you all had a great day, and hopefully someone was helped by this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't follow us, please follow us. We do our best to try to educate and live this life of homesteading. Also, if you would share it with someone that you think might also benefit from it, we would really appreciate it. So y'all have a wonderful Sunday, and God bless.
Just so you know, that's what's left of the chicken. It was really, really good. We ended up actually pulling all of the lard out because it wasn't done in the inside. The lard wasn't done cooking, it wasn't up to temperature, but the rest of the chicken was. So we pulled the lard out and let it back in for another 10 minutes to finish kicking up the inside. But anyway, it was really good.
Pretty good too.
We did, however, make some rice with the liquid that is no longer in the bottom of this pot. So the liquid, which was the lard chicken combination, went into the rice and made some magnificent rice. So that's it from the tiny kitchen.